Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf. You know, I want to talk about the most misused word on the planet. It's been discussed in movies and television shows and books and articles, magazines, newspapers, in church, all around the world, in relationships. I think you know where I might be getting at. It's the word called love. It can be used for all the right reasons, and it's been used for all the wrong reasons. Okay? People tend to say, I love you, but what does it mean to them? And what will it mean to you? First of all, let's start with the nucleus family, where you first learn about love. Love from your mother or your father or family members. And I ain't talking about no physical love. I'm talking about love of the spirit of love. You know, that you care about your family through love. You know. And that's where you first learn about love of family. Love because you guys are there for each other and you care for each other. You know, this is more of like a mental love. Okay? It's something that you feel inside your heart. I don't really want to focus on the physical part about love, but right now it's the mental part of love. And I think generally as a people, we don't have enough of the mental part of love. We always, our mindset with a number of our folk is always seem to be more of the physical than the mental part of love. The feeling of love mentally from your heart and your mind. We don't have enough of that anymore. We really don't. Because people want to use the mental part of your love and say you mean from your heart. And a lot of times you don't. You know, and that can be abusive from the mental side as well as sometimes people use that on the physical side too. That's why I said love is the most misused word on the planet. You know, because of that. And we need to get back to basics, people. You know, when you say I love you, it can even be to your best friend, whether you are both guys or women or whatever. You can say love to, you know, I love you, man, in the same sex, and not have any physical attraction to them. There are brothers out here today that don't understand it. You know, I say I love you to my son all the time because I do love my son. You know, and it's all about from their heart. You know, it's all about the heart. It's all about the mental thing. But the mental thing for me, between me and my son, on that level is real. There's no fake shit with that. It's really not. Because you have people out there that abuse it. They really do. I mean, you know, and on that level, you got fathers who say that to their sons or their daughters, and say, "Oh, I love you, son," or "I love you, sweetie," or whatever. "I love you, girl." I mean, you know what I'm saying? "I love you, son," or "I love you, daughter," or whatever, and they can abuse it. You know, but you have to be able to be about the love in terms of the mental thing when you say it, and show things that you physically do to show you love a person by doing physical things that are express love without being physical to to some type of degree of something where it gets abusive. You know, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Because we do misuse that word a lot. Our entire culture does it. We do it all the time. And I think we need to get back to basics on being about the real love, where in its proper place. Let's put it like that. In its proper place. A lot of us don't do that. You know. And friends can have a love for each other. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. If you really have that tight of a bond, you can be about that. That's real talk. You can actually be about that. But you got people who abuse that phrase, I love you. You know? You can say out to general public, I love you guys. And you can mean it by your expression about it what is these people doing right here? In the physical sense, in the mental sense, and not be physical about it. You know? But you can express it from your heart. And a physical love would be like a relationship between you and a person of the opposite sex, or in this case, being 2018, of the same sex. You know, let's be honest about that. It's 2018. People do that, go that route. You know, but it does. At times, people still abuse that. Like men and women who get into relationships where it's about a physical thing. They use the mental thing to get to the physical thing. You know, you see it happen quite often. You know, guys say it to a woman, and then and one thing to get the mental, get through them to them mentally, or the opposite direction, whereas the women say to the man, you know, and they get through the love thing, or talking about love you, and then use that from the mental thing to get to the physical part. Whether you are trying to get through them physically in a sexual nature, or you're trying to get through them physically to harm them, or do harm, or to set them up. That's what I mean about the misuse of the word. It's abusive. People can use love as an abuse. You know, you can use love as a real expression, or you can use it as abuse. I prefer to use it as an expression in its proper place. That's what I mean by in its proper place. People don't do that a lot anymore. We need to get back to it in its proper place. You know, if you really love the world, we would do things in the world to make it better for everybody in the world. You know, you wouldn't just say I love you and then you turn around and abuse the people that you love. Because to me, when you do that, you don't really love them. You know, or if you say I love you and then you don't really mean it, and then you playing games with somebody's mind, that's abusive. You know, if we could ever get the world to put it in a proper place, I mean the world, not just certain people, but the world, to put love in its proper place where it belongs, and to make it right, I think this world would be a better place. That's all the commentary I got about that. This is DJ Wolf. I just wanted to express that meaning and that feeling to you all, because somebody always got a mess. Really? You going to go? They weren't even sitting there. What is it? Them cars were just not even moving at the time. What are you doing? Really? They think all day they're gonna make a turn. DJ Wolf. That's all I have. I may do a podcast this weekend. I know I've been saying, but I got a couple of things. I got some things I got to do this weekend, and I don't know if I'm even get to it. Oh, boy. Maybe Sunday night. Maybe. What are y'all doing? Really? Who the hell is B? Oh, it's county. You can't park there. Well, there I go. Oh, that's still open, I guess. All right, guys. Well, this is DJ Wolf. That's all I had to say. Of course, questions, comments, djwolf.com and djwolf@gmail.com. It's DJ Wolf. I am out.